the ginger nut. This is his name. Don't laugh, it's serious. And well, before I do that, I just want to do one real quick thing. So, I wrote a play. It's called Wrestling with Regret, and it's about what would happen if I decided to not go after my dreams and do all the things that I ended up doing. And it's also the origin story for Kokiri. That happens this coming Tuesday, from this Tuesday on to this Saturday. It's over at Henderson, at Te Pou Theatre. You're all welcome to come. Kiddies, you're all welcome to come. No, later, we didn't come here to promote no theatre show. No, we came here to fight, we came here to grapple, we came here to scrimmage. So come on, Kokiri is officially over.
Kokiri now has got to be feeling confident, got to be feeling good. Might have lost his open challenge last month when we were at Kumeu Community Centre, but ended up winning a big six-man elimination match against some very strong opponents as well. Kartik, Wishart, Spartan, Hybrid and Jackson Graves. So Kokiri won against an absolute field in that six-man match. And Kokiri always says, we win or we learn. And I think winning a big six-man like that, he must have won and learned. But tell you what, Kokiri, not a man to settle on his laurels. Straight away, back to the open challenge. Back to anyone who will want to face him, trying to learn from him. And a guy like Ginger Nut, not someone that we see very often at Hughes Academy. The last time we saw him, he was the hand-selected tag team partner of Graham Hughes himself. And was on the, if I remember rightly, was on the winning end of that match. So might be a relative newcomer to the New Zealand scene. But I tell you what, if Graham Hughes gives you the nod to be his tag team partner, then obviously he's seen something in you. And Ginger Nut there, Amanda shows a heck of a lot of aggression, a heck of a lot of fight. Kokiri there is probably doing the right thing now, using his size and his strength to his advantage. Doesn't want to let Ginger Nut get on a roll, because as soon as he starts getting on a roll, starts throwing those strikes, starts using that aggression to his advantage, it's going to be hard to shut him down and stop him. The technical game, not something we often see from Kokiri. Normally he's quite a strong, power-driven guy. But I guess he's, again, learned from his previous matches, learned from maybe mistakes from lost matches in the past, and really trying to shut down Ginger Nut before the match even begins. As I said earlier, you're not going to win a match with a headlock, but you're going to make it hard for people to breathe, you're going to make it hard for them to recover later on in the match, and you start getting in people's heads. Going to start getting in people's heads, so it's a lot harder for them to sort of, get their own offense in. And I tell you what, Ginger Nut, he's an aggressive guy. I'm not entirely sure you can get in his head, because I don't know if he's in his own head. The guy is an absolute nutter. And Kokiri, again, really doing the right thing here, the strategic thing in this match, making sure Ginger does not get rolling, but straight to the hair. What an absolute dirty tactic there, trying to break the headlock. Ginger not realizing he's not going to be able to. Oh my God! And that was a mistake from Ginger Nut. Maybe trying to get into Kokiri's head there with that double arm slap, but Kokiri having absolutely none of it, and again using his power to his advantage with that shoulder block. And Ginger Nut, the smaller guy, he has to remember he is the small guy here and stop trying to play power with Kokiri. And Ginger Nut, again, a bit of a mistake there, trying to trade power with hip tossing Kokiri. And Kokiri having absolutely none of it. Kokiri is a big man, he is a strong man. Oh, and that double axe handle. Straight to the back of Ginger Nut. And the two competitors now are going to be really careful of the referee's 10 count. But Ginger Nut fighting back with those strikes. Kokiri doesn't look like he's particularly fazed by them, fighting straight back. And oh my God! And Ginger Nut sending Kokiri straight into the ring post, the hardest part of the ring, that big metal steel post. And I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, those posts are solid and they are heavy. If you smack your head against those things, your head does not win. And this is where we're going to see the aggression and the violence of Ginger Nut come into place. He's stunned Kokiri. Well, I thought it stunned Kokiri, but maybe these strikes are waking him up a little bit. Kokiri trying to fight back as much as he can, but he's got to have his bell rung after hitting that ring post. Referee, senior referee Conan there, got to be careful. That ring post cover's just fallen off, and I think Ginger Nut maybe saw it was a bit loose, driving Kokiri straight into the corner, and I don't think Conan knows about it. Oh, and kicking straight to the inside of the leg. And straight away that knots up the inside of your thigh, and that hurts like hell. And Ginger Nut there sensing a bit of weakness, going straight for the leg of Kokiri. Maybe realizing Kokiri's the stronger man, the faster man. Needs to play a little bit smarter if he's going to take Kokiri down. Oh, and going for almost a modified dragon whip. Almost a DDT on his leg, on Kokiri's leg there. The ground shock, driving Kokiri's leg straight into the mat. The shock that's got to be going right up Kokiri's leg. And Ginger Nut following it up with a big elbow drop. Almost like a modified heel hook at this point. Putting a lot of pressure on the heel and the knee joint there of Kokiri. Ginger Nut realizing that maybe his back was exposed to Kokiri, transitioning into almost like an ankle lock at this point. Again, putting pressure on the knee joint. And if you the beauty of these moves, it doesn't just an ankle lock, it doesn't just twist your ankle, it twists the limbs and the bones all the way up the leg to the knee. And that's the viciousness of a move like this. It doesn't just twist that one little limb, it twists all the way up your leg. Kokiri doing the right thing there, rolling into the move a little bit to relieve some of the pressure, but Ginger Nut straight driving that knee right into the mat and going straight back to that heel hook. And Kokiri screaming in pain, trying to realize, trying to get his bearings in the ring and trying to find out where the ring ropes are. But Ginger Nut has done the right thing here, made sure Kokiri's right into the middle of the ring, repositioning him there a little bit where he needs to be. And Kokiri trying to shake Ginger Nut off, but that heel hook is locked in very tight, but finally after a couple of kicks, Kokiri gets himself free. Kokiri struggling to get to his feet at this point, but Ginger Nut stalking Kokiri, following a massive knee right to the chest. Ginger Nut maybe looking for a suplex. Maybe letting his aggression get the best of him at this point. Kokiri with a suplex of his own. I don't know if Gingerna trying to suplex Kokiri was the smartest move there. Allowing Kokiri to get the move off, to get the slam off. And Kokiri again using the power for his advantage. But Gingerna again straight to the leg with that vicious chop block. And I tell you what, the move like that is banned in most sports because of the damage it does to the back of your knee, and Kokiri straight to the elbow drop, right on that knee joint. And Kokiri, Gingerna, has a game plan at this point. He understands the weakness that is Kokiri's leg, and he's going straight back to that heel hook. And Gingerna maybe sensed that Kokiri was trying to kick him off a little bit, leant into it. Maybe not so much that second time. Gingerna's got to remember, Kokiri is still a stronger man. He's still a very strong man. But I tell you what, we saw Kokiri win that six-man match last month with what looked to be a broken foot. So this is not going to be a simple match that Gingerna thinks he's going to win. Kokiri is a strong, tough man. Now trading strikes. I don't know if trading strikes with Kokiri is something you want to be doing, because he can throw one hell of a forearm, and we're seeing him do it at this point. Getting the, well, it looked like he was getting the one-upsmanship on that strike exchange, but I think that leg might have gotten to him a little bit. Oh, but Kokiri following it up with a massive headbutt. Again, another vicious headbutt to Gingerna. And if Kokiri's here going for number 3 with those headbutts. And a third headbutt. And Gingerna has got to be out of it at this point. And I think Kokiri knows it. Oh my God! Oh my God! I think we were about to see Kokiri go for that big Claymore kick that he eliminated so many people off in that six-man match last month, with the knee giving out at the last second. And I think that is the only thing that just saves Gingerna from having his head kicked off. If Kokiri had managed to get to his feet at that point, this match could have been well over. But Gingerna again, almost a single leg takedown. Again, straight to the leg. And Gingerna here, the strategy that he has implemented, targeting that leg, has paid dividends. Oh my God, like almost a figure 4 leg lock. The pressure on Kokiri's leg. The pain Kokiri's got to be in, and Kokiri reaching for the ropes. But Gingerna again has applied this lock in the middle of the ring. Rolling out of this move is incredibly tough, but the only thing Kokiri can do is roll to his stomach and reverse the pressure. I don't know if Kokiri's going to be able to get to his feet. Your winner of the match, Gingerna! And a disappointing result there. Kokiri unfortunately having to submit. Unfortunately having to submit there to the figure 4 leg lock. But Gingerna has to be proud of himself for that match. He exploited a weakness, he sensed a weakness, and Gingerna targeted the leg to absolute perfection. And I never thought in all my days that I'd see Kokiri tap out. But Gingerna played his strategy perfectly in that match. Absolutely perfectly. And Kokiri's got to be disappointed at this result. And it looks like an absolute heartbroken look on Kokiri's face. But I tell you what, Kokiri, you did the right thing. For the sake of your career, sometimes you've got to tap out.